Welcome back. This is Will at Work. I'm Kevin. Today we're looking at Tele-Games Speedway. It also says Sears Sports Center here. Tele-Games Electronic Games Speedway. And then it says Hockey Forward Players up here at the top. Doesn't say anything about hockey lower players anywhere else. We have left and right, and then, two controls below. I don't think it's for player. I just think that you can control two sets of players when you're playing hockey against someone to make things a little bit more challenging. I have not tried this. We're going to find out if this thing works. It has hockey, which is probably like Pong, as well as race and demolition. See what those are like. There are pictures of this online, but I tell you that I don't see a lot of information about this in general. I don't see necessarily a YouTube video. I haven't found one. It's kind of hard when you're looking up Speedway anyway to find something. Tele-Games Speedway often brings up an Atari cartridge of similar name. And I don't see these for sale very often, so I think these are fairly rare, and I don't know why. Stunt Cycle and all those other things did well, and Pong systems seem to sell all over the place. Tele-Games being Sears, is a big brand. It just maybe was at a time when there was some saturation in the market, perhaps, and there were so many different things to choose from. Maybe this one was a little bit more expensive or something, and it wasn't worth it. Who knows? But I just don't see a lot of these. I'm not saying this one is rare. Let's just go with uncommon, right? I think something is rare when I go on eBay and I can't find it. It might be listed and very expensive, right? They might say, like, if you want this, it's going to cost you $5,000 or something. Well, that's not rare. If I can buy it, what's rare about that? It's just expensive, Rare is something that just doesn't come up. It just doesn't appear very often, or, almost never. And if I go on eBay and I search for it, or I search through the recent history and I don't find it, that to me is actually what rare is. Something that comes up occasionally, like this maybe, I would say this is uncommon. And then, of course, things like an Atari 2600 or a PlayStation or whatever, that's just common, right? People say, this is the rare one. It's not that rare. If there's 5 of them online, it's not that rare, okay? It's like, just check your expectations, people. Did you guys ever play Magic the Gathering? You understand what rare is? Anyway, I'm going to put some power into this. We're going to wire it up to the VCR, bring it into the encoder. We'll see what it is. We'll see if it works, of course, and then we'll see what kind of games we have here. If for some reason it doesn't work, we'll come right back here. We'll talk a little bit about what might be wrong with it, and then we'll close it out. All right, here we go. All right, we're looking at Speedway here. I had to take the thing apart to get it to tune in right. It's normally in color, but I can't get the color to be stable. Let's start this game here. Let's try a different game. Oh, hold on, I'm going to tune this in. So, I wasn't able to get the other ones to show up, but what we're looking at now is the exposed circuit board of the Speedway system. It doesn't look too bad. But my guess is this little box over here, which is the RF modulator, has a couple of screws here that can be adjusted. So I was tinkering with those, but I just was not able to get the signal in clear enough from on the TV. Tried for about 20 minutes or so and just couldn't get it. Now there's another screw here, but I'm pretty sure that this one, this potentiometer, is probably the speed of the game. It probably deals with that and not the signal, which is coming out of here. And this is normal. These things tend to corrode over time, exposure to the air. The pots and things that are in there just don't do so well, apparently. I've looked at the capacitors. None of them seem to be leaking. None of them are bulged. Everything else seems to be just fine with this. It's just that my guess is if you pried off that metal top, you know, it wouldn't be very good. And the other thing is, like, when adjusting it, this center screw is no problem, but for whatever reason, when the screwdriver gets inserted into this one, the top right, it will cause the screen to completely go out. You can adjust it and then take it out, and then it displays again, almost like this creates a bit of grounding of the RF signal, and therefore you can't see what you're doing when you're adjusting it, so you can't really make slight adjustments without a lot of back and forth, and it's just not worth it, really. The thing is I think all of these modulators take, a kind of a raw video signal off of the motherboard, and there are ways, there are chips, there are things that you can do to take just that raw signal and turn it into a composite out rather than going through the modulator at all. And there are kits out there, and lots of people do that with these old systems. They modify them and make them so they work with a nice clean composite signal. And so that's pretty cool, but I ain't got time to do that. I'm not doing that with this one, but I am going to keep it. It does work. It's just, I would say it's in need of some repair or refreshing or something. But otherwise, it's a working unit. I wish it was working better, but it's not so bad. So I'm going to now painstakingly screw this baby back together again, and yeah, call it a day. Thanks for watching. Look at that crazy master microchip. What the hell's going on there? We'll see you tomorrow with a new one.